Hi, it's Morris Bouillon from GBC Live. Today we have Samson Ho, co-founder of Weplus, one of the biggest co-working space, which they say they are more than a space. We want to get through that, what it means more than a space, in continuing our talk. But having him here today at the Slush event in Shanghai. So Sam, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So before getting through all those questions, we need to have a brief introduction of yourself. Let us know about your story, how you got in the idea of Weplus with Alan together.
Sure. Okay. I came to China 10 years ago from San Francisco.
Nice.
I used to be a programmer and also a motorcycle enthusiast.
Nice.
And decided to move over here just to check out China because I heard the developments are fast over here. And it's true. The last 10 years I see the changes in China, rapid changes. I come to Beijing, they only have like 4 lines of subway. Now they got like 10 lines. They're building the biggest building in the world. But how do I start off doing Weplus co-working space? Is when I first used to work in Beijing, I don't see any good space operator in the city. I'm really interested in changing the city, because I was working in one of the biggest city renewal project in China.
Nice.
Right next to Temple Heaven, we got 500 hectares of land, which is like huge. It's like 1/3 of the district. But we don't find any good operator can help us to make the city better.
Nice.
So I decided to start co-working space, which is also art gallery. And as I working on that, I met Alan, and we I think both of us have an idea. He's more of a finance guy, and he knows the bigger vision from a business perspective. I'm more on the operations. So we partnered together and built a Weplus Cool Wall.
Nice. I see that you say Weplus more than a space.
Yes.
What it means more than a space?
In the very beginning, we decided we can only be a co-working space. Because co-working space, it's just a space operator. And it's all about having a physical space. But what I really want to do is actually make the city better. So it's not only about space, it's about the people. It's about being here and make everyone better. This is the reason we start off as a 500 square meter space, and now we are able to build industrial park. I got a new nickname. They call me the KTV Killers because we like to transform KTVs into workspace or commercial space.
Nice.
Which brings in top talent people, creative people within the places that they abandoned.
Nice.
And that's why we say we're more than space. We are a space renovator or city renewal. We are a city. We rejuvenate the city. We are city builder. We help make the city more vibrant.
Nice.
We make the city have more interesting people to come over by creating a space that can gather talents.
Nice.
Like you too.
Exactly. So we got in Weplus by your support. And really appreciate you, Alan, and you've done a great support for GBC. So now the Slush is going on for 2 days here in Shanghai, and we want to go through innovation and entrepreneurship. How do you see the innovation and entrepreneurship in China?
China, I think, is one of the most innovative country in the world. I think the reason why it's being so innovative is because of the competition. It's fierce.
Yeah,
we got one of the biggest market in the world, at the same time with the biggest competition in the world too.
Yeah.
They got a lot of smart people. That's why you have to be innovative in order to survive. And we're not talking about doing great.
Yeah.
We're talking just to survive, you have to be innovative.
Yeah.
So this drives the whole innovation industry in China. But it's quite different than the Western world.
Yeah.
I think the where we are more innovative is on the application side of technology. You know, I think there's still a lot of from a base technology inventions. I think they still have a long way to go.
Yeah.
But on new technology or some of these mature technologies, we have a very, very innovative culture to apply it. You're looking at blockchains. You're looking at data analysis, machine learning, AI, which need a lot of data to learn, for the machine to learn it.
Yeah.
It works great in here. You know, look at our fintech. One of the best, Alipay, WeChat. You know, they're one of the most innovative company within the fintech industry.
Yeah.
You know, and I can name a lot more. But the reason is, I think one of them is competition. Number two is we have a lot of people.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people, and on a data age, it's a treasure.
Yeah.
It's mine that we could look forward to.
That's completely true. And then a Slush. How much do you see a Slush can influence the trend of this craziness of innovation and entrepreneurship? How much a Slush has had influence? Slush started since 4 years ago in China, started from Beijing. Now we are having it in Chengdu, in Shanghai, in Shenzhen, in Beijing as well, like 4 cities in China. How much influence you've seen through Slush?
Well, my first time going to Slush 3 years ago in Shanghai. And then I went to the Helsinki Slush.
Nice.
You know, it was huge, it's nice, it's awesome. What I love about Slush is, I think everybody talk about it. It's the party feel, you know, that the nightclub vibe while you're trying to meet people, seeing interesting things.
Nice.
At the same time, it's quite different from the rest of the world. You know, I was deciding whether I'm going to disrupt SF or Slush today. I decided to be here.
Yeah.
Number one, I think it's an awesome crowd.
Yeah.
I like the way how in this kind of environment it's easier to meet people.
Yeah.
Grab a few drinks, talk, and all that. Than a regular, exhibitions kind of things like that. And in terms of innovation, I think having multiple cities, Slush will be able to see the different side of China. Because I think most Westerners understand Beijing, Shanghai, maybe Shenzhen, but places like Chengdu will be very interesting. Places like Xi'an, I think will be very interesting for the rest of the world to understand us. Because there's a lot of great company in there, and we see a lot of them. We saw them as a co-working space. We see great entrepreneur and founders or companies within our space.
You mentioned the Slush in Helsinki. I mean, the root of the Slush is in Helsinki. And I know that you have branch in Helsinki as well.
Correct.
Was it because of the Slush influence? It's called a Slush effect?
Yeah, you could call it a Slush effect. We went to Slush first, and we really experienced the whole city. You know, the people think Slush is a very huge event in Helsinki.
Yeah.
A lot of people go there.
And the whole Europe gets there.
Yeah, the whole Europe gets there. And I can see there's a lot of people that have innovation mindset. They're doers. Maybe I think Helsinki is a good hub to do it. And it's close to Asia.
Yeah.
It's a bit closer to the others.
Exactly.
So with the help of Peter Vaspak, we decided to open a space over there. And we are probably expanding this year.
Really?
Yep.
You're going to expand in Helsinki itself?
In Finland. In Finland.
Yeah. Whole country.
Yeah. I think it's quite good. We got good exposures in there. We find good teams, and I think we do able to leverage some of our strength in China. You know, that's what I always talk to our friends in the foreign and globally is us can be your plan B. Your plan A is to open up your market in your country or wherever it is.
Exactly.
But Weplus Cool War is a plan B to expand in whole China because we got space, people, and resources.
Okay, let me ask you a question which is specifically goes for entrepreneurship in China. So you've been in Beijing for many years, and now these days also you're based in Beijing most of the time if you're in China, sort of, yeah. And Weplus has many branches in Beijing and Shanghai, and you are in the area of tech and innovation and technology. Which city can bring better facilities, opportunities for startups? Either they want to be in Beijing or Shanghai or Shenzhen. Which city you think is better for a startup? Let's say especially for international startups. Either Shanghai or Beijing or Shenzhen.
I think Shanghai is a very good place for international firm to get a taste of China because it's more international, it's more welcome foreigners. From the ecosystem wise, I think from capital and talents, Shenzhen and Beijing will probably be better. Depends on what kind of industry you're working on. If you're working on blockchain, probably Beijing is better, right? If you're working on hardwares or manufacturing related, then maybe probably Shenzhen. If you're doing finance industry related, maybe Shanghai is better. But in my understanding, the whole startup ecosystem, Beijing and Shenzhen will be probably a better choice.
Nice.
But if you are a foreigner and want to experience China as a startup, you want to experience China, open up market first. Open up market and bring a brand new startup is different. Maybe Shanghai is better because it's more foreign welcome.
It's expat-friendly city.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Have you heard about crazy entrepreneurs?
No, I would like to know more about it.
Okay. You're a crazy entrepreneur. Are you assuming yourself as a crazy entrepreneur?
Now I understand. Okay, now I understand. I thought it's like I thought it was a cult. I thought it was a cult or a special organization.
Are you assuming yourself as a crazy entrepreneur?
I think I'm. How would I say it? At the very beginning, when I started doing co-working space, I was a crazy entrepreneur.
Now you're super crazy?
No. Now I think I'm crazy, but I'm rational sometimes. Now I become like a swinger because I think for entrepreneur to start something at the very beginning, you need that craziness, you need that commitment. But as the company grow, you can't be crazy all the time. You can't take you have to take risks, but you have to be more careful about it. But when I see things that I think it's worth for us to pursue, I'm crazy, man.
Who is the most craziest entrepreneur in the world? The most craziest entrepreneur in the world?
I think
except me.
Exactly. Okay. I personally think a lot of people talk about it. I'm like, Elon Musk is pretty crazy, building spacecrafts to cars, and I think it was pretty crazy. I think like guys like Jack Ma, he was pretty crazy for his time. For his time. Now I don't think he's a crazy entrepreneur anymore, but he was pretty crazy. With that idea of building a B2B, a B2C commerce, platform, and now going into empire. I think every entrepreneur needs to have some craziness to drive them to build their vision.
That's true. Samuel, thank you so much for being here and sharing your time and experiences and points. Really appreciate it.
Okay.
Hope having you again here. In the Slash for next year.
I'll see you next year.
Awesome. Having you.